Is that her coming through the door? Miss Natalie?
No comments.
What is Meridian Touch? Because a lot of people still aren't getting it. That's like my number one issue about Meridian Touch. That even though it is highly effective.
How do you describe it?
Well, I describe it in different ways to different people, depending on the situation. There he is, Tony the man, the myth, the legend. Come on in.
Good morning. And who are you? Honored to be here in your sacred space.
Good to see you.
Ah.
I had no idea you were so close to me.
Yes.
You feel fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
I hear it almost to myself.
Tony, you look fantastic. You look younger than the last time I saw you.
I look what?
You look younger than the last time I saw you.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's spirit.
Yeah, gotta be.
I can't remember the last time we did this.
I know, it's been a while.
It's been a very long time.
Come here, you big lug. Oh my God, good to see you.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, cool kids and automobiles. You've been all over the US of A.
It's a different thing to different people. So
It is.
So for you, what is Meridian Touch for Tony H? What does it mean?
Say what?
When? Now.
Meridian Touch is getting back to myself. It's getting back to my core of who I am. It's listening to my heart, my body, my spirit, and being able to tap into the natural flow of life. It's feeling a sense of lightness, a sense of energy that is a natural part of who I am. But it's remembering who I am.
So Meridian Touch for you is more of a spiritual, emotional connection tool or methodology, or so it's definitely more spiritual or emotional for you.
It's bringing together my mind, my body, my spirit in a way that celebrates all of who I am. And in that celebration, I reconnect
Right.
with the source. I reconnect with Creator. Or I reconnect with whatever that sacred energy is, whatever you call it. But
So it's a pathway to the sacred.
very much so.
Wow, that's heavy. That's cool. All right, Tony, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know how to break down what it is. You want to help me out?
Is it yoga?
No, it's not yoga because I don't like yoga. I like Meridian touch.
Okay, so it's not yoga.
No crunchy granola stuff over here.
But okay, so it felt good.
Yes,
It made you relax,
it did.
and you like it. Okay. Wow.
Procurando paz, eu fui por aí, fui correndo atrás do vento, minha evolução encontrei a razão do meu pensamento. Terra mãe, ninho, terra amor, carinho, vida, luz, céu azul, celeste. Tua paz me dá alívio.
What is Meridian touch to you, Jennifer?
Oh boy, it's so many things, Daryl. I think that for me as a healer, it ends up being a way that I can work with people to get them more in touch with their own chi.
What does that mean? In touch with their own chi.
Yeah, with their own energy, with their own internal life force that is a little bit different for them than what would you say? It's different from an emotional sense. It is different from a physical sense. It really is a much deeper sense of who they are. So it's being embodied. It's a feeling of being embodied that is a lot different to me than just about anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Dr. Knipping, Jonathan, what is Meridian touch to you?
Meridian touch is a tool that makes healing or yoga accessible to people. Yoga is a very broad thing. I was just thinking about this earlier today. Like, what's the broadest way you can talk about yoga? And yoga is learning to live your life to the fullest. And so Meridian touch is a tool for that. It's something, like I said, that makes it accessible because it's not bound up in the external appearance. It's bound up in the internal experience. And getting your mind on board with your healing process is what's lacking, in my view, in the Western approach to healing right now. It's in the Western approach, it's you go to the doctor and he fixes you. In the Eastern approach, you take responsibility on some level for your situation, and that's empowering.
I was just talking to someone tonight that I gave a session to, saying the same exact things to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what it is to me. It's gentle. It's about discovery. It's about relaxation. It's about healing and recovery.
See if that makes sense to you.
Am I supposed to read it aloud?
No, you can read it to yourself first.
Instead of stretching? Okay. I was wrong.
How are you wrong?
Because I said it's sort of like stretching.
Well, that's the perception.
You see, if still somebody asked me what Meridian Touch is, I still wouldn't be able to describe it.
That didn't describe it?
Like, if somebody was to ask me, it's not like I can put it into words, simply. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, read that to me. I forgot what I wrote.
Meridian Touch Sports Yoga brings the health philosophies of the past and applies them to the present needs of the modern athlete. With a focus on relaxing instead of stretching, an athlete is able to achieve substantial gains in flexibility and shorten recovery time without the pain and intensity of standard modes of stretching.
Okay. So, you know what the big problem is? Is that Meridian touches several things.
Right.
It's many things. So, to you, in your little bit of experience with it, what is Meridian touch to you? And its most essential,
Relaxation. I find it most
Meridian touch is a method of relaxation. Fair enough. It is. It is. And then we're both breathing in our hearts. So the same way you knew to move when the point stopped being sensitive, you know to move out of this when your body feels like it's ready to move, like you've had enough and you want to transition. Because you're not trying to stretch, you're allowing your body to relax.
Read it aloud.
Yeah.
Created by Aiken-Afam, Meridian Touch Sports Yoga is an effortless form of movement, exercise that helps to make an athlete complete. It's the missing element that fills in the gaps for greater performance, faster healing and recovery, and more relaxed mind and body.
Okay, so from a Meridian Touch sports yoga perspective, does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Yeah?
Well, everything you said made sense. That it's really, that it can accommodate a variety of different needs and different
Yeah.
people. So.
I'll start. Age before beauty.
Ah.
As a multi-sport coach and athlete, I see Meridian Touch as a resource. It's not as if we're not going to get injured. It's about managing our injuries. And so I'm excited about learning about the services and the products and the philosophy of Meridian Touch, because I can see it not only serving my athletes, but serving my own athletic aspirations, as well as being an extra healing resource for my family. So I want to keep all these engines going and keep the chassis intact, and I want to continue to train and perform well into my 90s.
All right, beautiful. All right, Professor Harper, the man who saved my life at Penn State, got me through. This is the guy got me through economics, man. If it wasn't for him, oh my God, it would have been a wrap. It would have been all over.
I would say, in addition to some of the things that Derek mentioned, for me it's also been another way to connect to my athletes and another way to expose them to something that's outside of themselves. For the community that I'm working primarily in, the kids are under so much pressure, and it's just this pressure cooker that they're in. And this is an opportunity that when I've seen them partake in Meridian Touch, you can kind of see them lose all this stress and lose all this pent-up aggression and, the pressure that their parents put them on, all those things that are really dominating their life. It gives them an opportunity to step outside of that. But then because of the breathing and the things that they learn through that experience from you, Daryl, they are able to take a lot of that with them
You know, like I'll have
Yeah, that's so important.
them often say, look, coach, I'm doing the breathing right. And they'll get put their hands on their stomach and see I have a big tummy. You know, and just different things that you said that have resonated with them. So that's the one of the main things for me. And then, you know, with my training, well, first it's very different than what they hear right off the bat. And once they feel that's working within them, there's that trust that's built. And then when I see them doing Meridian, it actually balances out what I do very well, because all of what I do is very unique, first of all, so they're kind of pulled out their comfort zone. And then it's very explosive. It's very, you know, to build speed, you have to, it's the physics of it suggests that you have to drive your leg into the ground, contact, and use and move that force through your body. And so with that, that contact and the high impact, and the fact that Meridian touch is the complete opposite of that. But also just as beneficial.
Right.
It's been a really neat experience for my athletes.
Right.
So for me, I think it's been a real balance to what I've been trying to do.